Hello everyone, welcome. Today we are in Wreckfest. It is good to have you all here. I do hope you're having a great start to your week. Anyway, let's start with some tournament stuff. Let's see what all we should do. We have a decent amount of stuff here. Race attack. Let's see what this is. Alright, so we're in the Rocket Rally Cross for this one. Alright, nice. Very nice. And we have to get within 417. Okay, we can do that. It's a longer track. But we can definitely do that. So let's do it. Let's see how well we can do with this. And the border ring circuit. I don't think we want to necessarily have the vehicle set nearly as stiff. Rearwards. Yeah, there we go. I may be entirely spitballing it. But this could probably work. It is a longer circuit with a lot of long straights as well. So it is a higher speed track. Gotta watch out for the crossover here. That could very easily mess up your times. Alright, we're good so far. Alright, up in a second. But right now, the big thing that matters is race position. Is the race time itself. So we just need to keep pushing as hard as we can. As fast as we can. Alrighty, the front of the vehicle has been moderately damaged. But that's alright. Who needs downforce when you have power and American muscle? Alright, a little bit wide there. But that's A-okay. Let's keep pushing. Alright, first lap, what is it so far? A 130. Okay, we need to go just a little bit faster than that. Granted, that was the first lap. So that was when a lot of the chaos happens, when it gets just a little bit slower. But that's okay. That is fine. Let's keep pushing. Oh, we have an opening. Let's go for it. There we go, perfect. Avoid the chaos. Alright, now we're into the high speed section. We need to watch ourselves, so make sure we don't run too wide. Like that. That can definitely cause some issues there. It's definitely one of my weaker tracks. But we can still do decently enough. Unless we do something like that. Unless we do something like that, then then we got a little bit of issues. Alright, second is catching us up as well. We need to go faster. We need to go much faster. So come on. Big push. Alright, second. Long ways back now. They had a big whoopsie. A little bit of a fucky there. That's alright. Come on, let's go. Midnight, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're recovering from your trip back. How is things? Right now we're trying to get a race time under 4:17. We're doing decently enough, but we need to push just a little bit harder. This poor Rocket RX. That is not going well for us. Things are back to normal. Glad to hear. Hopefully the graduation itself was also good. Oh gosh, the Mustang. is not handling all that well right now. It's, I mean, we kind of smushed it. Yeah, we kind of smushed it on a tree. We got 17, about 20 seconds now. Less than 20 seconds now to get across the line. I don't know. I don't think we can make it. Car is getting just a little bit unwieldy. 15, 16, 17. Yep, nope, not cool this time. Playing a variety game today. Really cool. Any in particular that stand out? Okay, we're a couple seconds off of that. Not bad though. It's good to kind of have like a nice variety. I know you've probably seen the schedule and everything posted on all the socials. We're gonna be playing Midnight Club 2 tomorrow, so that should be fun. I need to get some assets ready for it, for the original standard aspect ratio. That should be fun. Oh, cool. We're back at Boulder Bank Circuit. Playing Burnout 3 in the game pros in the last race. Oh, ouch. That's rough. Yeah, no, getting the race and not freeze on you, that's tricky. I know I've had a couple, especially playing it on native hardware. I haven't tried playing it on like the PS3, but playing Burnout 3 on native hardware, it is a little bit unstable at times, especially if there's a lot going on. So that does make it just a little bit. Okay. That's kind of how my day's been going. It is a little bit difficult to kind of, get it, with the proper frame rate and making it, not freeze and everything. It runs perfectly fine on the emulator though. So it could just be a hardware issue on my end. But I imagine if you were playing it on your the PS3, maybe, I believe. Insult the injury, got 2 new signature takedowns within the impact initiative. Oh, that's the worst, especially like the vehicle signature takedowns, like the Grapes of Wrath, like the tuck down or what have you. The vehicle takedowns are the hardest in the game to do. All the other takedowns aren't too bad. Tunnel of Shove is probably the most difficult of the location takedowns, because you need to hit them like right at like a certain spot in the middle. Like you can't do that at the outside, you hit them in the middle, which does make it just a little bit tricky. Grapes of Wrath, yeah, Grapes of Wrath is a tricky one. So there is a road rage in the either the Coupes or the Sports Cars class that I believe like after like the first or second corner there's a grape or a wine truck that always spawns, and you can hit them into that one, because if you can figure out where it's going to be, and it's there pretty consistently. You can kind of like practice hitting them into that there, and that definitely helps. Just like the snowed in, the one that hit them into the snowplow. There's a Coupes road rage. That one I remember it being the Coupes road rage on the Alps, the highway track, the longer highway winter track. And that one, there's I think like 17 seconds in the lane that like in the going the correct direction lane. There you would see 2 different snowplows right there, and either one of them counts for it. Both of those are very, very useful. Jeez, we can't get a win today apparently. Let's try another race. Let's see if we can get a win here. Let's try to get a win here. Be nice to have a win. Alright, stiffen everything up. There we go. Yes. Big ol' V8. Alright, let's try to push away nudge and bump our way through the field. We got plenty of laps though, so we'll be fine. Or not. Or not. Okay, let's try to get past this wall of vehicles. There we go, back up. Steadily gaining positions again. And you finally beat. Hey! Welcome to the club. You finally beat it. That one's a tricky one. What vehicle did you end up using? I always like using the four-wheel drive Kuruma. Cause that one just has some really good acceleration with its all-wheel drive system. But I've seen people do it in a decent variety of vehicles. Everything from the Zender Beta. I think the Beta is the black one. The Alpha is the blue one. The second New York police car. Ooh. That one's a good choice too. Cause that one, it's got the softer suspension. So it's able to handle a lot of the bumps, especially in the tunnel section. It's able to handle that one a lot better. That's a good choice. That's a very good choice. I'm gonna have to do that one next time. So I'd like to kind of revisit the first Midnight Club as well to get some footage. Maybe do a review of that game. I'm currently working on the script for the review of Wreckfest. And it's been a lot. Oh gosh, it's been a lot of fun writing the script and everything. Then I have to record and then edit. So right now, as well as I'm playing, I got a second OBS open, gathering just raw game footage, just so I can have stuff to put in the background and everything, so people can kind of see all the fun stuff. Oh, this is fun though. But congratulations on beating Yodorama. That's probably one of the hardest races in the Midnight Club games. So GG on that front. That's very good. And across the line, yes. Finally, we got a victory. Let's play a little bit of Rumble Racing. Yeah, I saw that on the Discord. You were showcasing a little bit. I've never played any of the Rumble Racing games. But it looks really cool. It's almost like it's got the stock cars, but they're like modified to be like, you know, hot rods and everything, which is very interesting. It'd be something really cool to play. Oh my gosh, all of them are in the pig. They're all in the pig. Okay, well, that didn't go well for us. Rumble Racing, one of the most underrated games in the PS2. I've got to play that. I've never even seen that like at any of the flea markets or anything like that I've been to. So I'll have to see if I can't find like an ISO file. Maybe give that one a go. I imagine it's probably closer to like an arcadey racer and everything. But what is roughly, if you're gonna give like a rough synopsis of that? I'm definitely interested to hear a little bit more about it. It'd be really cool to kind of, I don't know, there's a lot of games. There's a lot of games I want to play, and so little time. Use the binning Q file format. Oh, so it's an older PS2 game. Okay. Yeah, I should still be able to run that one. Nice. Yeah, it's like the Hot Wheels World Race game. That one uses the binning Q format. A lot of the older, like basically end of PS1, beginning like very early PlayStation 2 games use the binning Q system before they went to the ISO file a bit later. But still, that is awesome. Alright, here, Piggly Wiggly. Alright, we need to get back up in front of the pig. This is so silly. Like, literally all of them are like the killer pig. That is adorable. But yeah, no, I'd love to eventually play that. In the CD-based games use the binning queue because they have the blue. Yeah, like for example, my disc of Hot Wheels World Race, that one. That was always so cool as a kid. Like I'm like, oh, it's blue. Like vert wheelers, Diora 2. It's like the wave rippers and everything. Cause I was a dumb kid. I didn't understand, you know, technology or whatever. I'm like, I just put the disc in and press the button and it works. But it is really cool, kind of seeing like the difference in the ones that use either the CD or the DVD-R based data storage. Very cool. It's cool that the PlayStation 2 can play both of them, you know, without too much issues as well. Even more so that the emulator can do it. That's very awesome. All right, let's do some smashing and bashing. Yeah, let's get this all nice and ready. Yes. Come on, we're in the big Volvo wagon. We hit nobody. Super clean racing. There we go. Big hefty hits. There we go. You want to keep hitting from multiple attacks as well. Get that multiplier absolutely sky high. I say that as I'm missing more people. Come on. Boom. There we go. Another nice little hit. Alright, gotta reset because we kind of got pinned there for just a split second. There we go, much better. Alright, I see another car. It's another head-on collision. So I got a question, Midnight. Since you I imagine you completed Midnight Club street racing. Who was the hardest? Who ended up being like what ended up outside of Yotorama? What ended up being the hardest to beat? Well, racing is definitely arcade. I don't know how to explain what kind of game it is. What did you say more than I can? Okay. Yeah, I'll have to definitely check it out. Or it might even be a good idea to go in blind and just try playing the game. Just kind of figure it out as I go. That'd be kind of fun too. Yeah, that's definitely kind of fun. But right now, we're already starting two new playthroughs this week. Got Midnight Club 2, one of the hardest of the Midnight Club games in my opinion. I honestly, it could just be to the fact that I'm less familiar with Midnight Club 2 compared to Midnight Club 1. Midnight Club 2 always gives me a lot more issues than Midnight Club 1 as well. It's just much more difficult. At least for me. Okay, we did no damage there. There we go. Nice. Wreck them. Oh, come on. We need about 500 more points. There we go. Perfect. There's gold. There's actually a few races in London arcade that I haven't beaten yet. Oh? Which ones? I know. It's very... Some of the races, it's very strange. Some of the races are very easy, and like of small selection vehicles. But if you don't have the right vehicle, it becomes like next to impossible. Ironically, the black cab is one of the better vehicles to do a lot of the races, like especially the lower traffic races in. Because although it has some really bad acceleration, it has some absolutely top speed and handling. Like it can handle bumps like nobody's business, and that's one of the benefits. Oh, the ones we unlock the London bonus cars. Yeah, those ones are a little bit. Those ones are a little bit tricky. Those ones are definitely a little bit trickier. But for me, the vehicle I use for those ones is the Lucas's. I believe it's the Modicum, the fully tuned version of that. That one was very good, very useful all the way through. Oh, I think we want something a little bit more durable than that. I think we should get the road cutter. There we go. Yeah, but no, the ones. So some of the bonus races honestly are at times a little bit more difficult than the career races. Obviously, the race against Kareem is probably one of the more notorious ones in the early game, because you just don't have any fast cars that compete against his Phoenix. That one's a little bit tricky. Once you get to London, things get a little bit easier in the regular story mode, and it's not until you get to like the bonus endgame races where the difficulty then kind of kicks into high gear again, and it gets just a little bit tricky. I know the other bonus race that would always give me issues was the one where it's the loop around Manhattan in like the really fast cars. The really fast cars have like the worst, and like they bounce around a lot in the tunnel. And so the physics can't handle the speed. But yeah, that one's tricky. New York Champion race itself on the planet. Alright, get the race over. The race itself, once you kind of get like figure out, you know, what vehicle you're using and its strengths, because I believe you could probably beat it in any one of the three vehicles, like top tier, you know, either Emilio's or Keiko's or Larry's. But getting actually to the race, yeah, because Kareem is basically like at full max speed all the way around, you know, the outside of Manhattan, and it makes it very tricky, very difficult. Oh gosh, we're just completely getting massive amounts of carnage here. I'm glad we definitely took a much more durable vehicle. It's the same with Lucas as well. Like Lucas, his races himself aren't that difficult, but getting to the races for Lucas, because he's, you know, his vehicle is super nimble. So when he's going around that tight, you know, that little circle in London, it is very bipolar bear. I'm sorry. I just saw the name on that car. That's hilarious. But yeah, no, like Lucas as well. He's very difficult to get to race. His vehicle just has some insane acceleration and handling. It makes it difficult for most other vehicles to kind of keep up as he's going through London. Well, this is easy so far. Most of the wrecks have kind of rolled down into the lower lane. So if we can take a higher line all the way through, we'll be okay. Maybe not all the way through, but most of the way through, we can be fine. I want to take another person out. There we go. It's a little more damage. That's a lot of damage. Our vehicle's getting just a little bit damaged as well, though. So we gotta watch ourselves. Got one more lap to go in this one. And I am so glad you don't have to pay for repairs in this game. Definitely makes things much more enjoyable because you can really kind of be rough with your opponents. Yes! And across the line. Boom. Very nice. We even got the best lap too. Yeah, despite the fact that most of these other vehicles are in much higher performance vehicles than we are. So we're doing pretty good actually. Yo, welcome to the stream, Loida. Hope you're doing well today. Oh, we're gonna be in Crash Canyon. All right, let's see if we have any upgrades for this vehicle. All right, we have a few. That's good. A little bit more power. We gotta watch this. So Crash Canyon is very bumpy, very easy to get wrecked on this one. But that's part of the fun. All right, I want to set this just a little bit on the softer side. Yeah, there we go. Full-on off-road demolition derby type stuff. And we're in the final stages of the career mode. So this is where, you know, you get some real fast cars, but also you get some very difficult events. But it is so much fun. It's probably my favorite part of the career mode is like the later parts. Because it's basically you're fighting tooth and nail. You get to really, the races themselves are longer, so you get to battle a lot more with your opponents as you're kind of, you know, going through. Right now, this is definitely very good car. We might switch it to a different vehicle for the next race, depending on the next race, just so we get a good variety of vehicles driven. Oh gosh, car gets a little bit bouncy there. Alright, bipolar bear in the little Mini Cooper. I don't think they're going to be too much of a threat because they're not going to last long. Then again, at this rate, neither are we. Alright, one driver. It's not even, like, we have just almost finished 2 laps. And one driver already is completely out of the running. So that's gonna be very interesting. Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't think too many of these drivers will be making it all the way through. I'm gonna have the full list up that we can kind of see them drop like flies as we go through. I gotta make sure we don't wreck out though. Alright, already we got 6 drivers completely out of commission. Not quite a quarter. Actually, it is about a quarter. Yeah, it's right on a quarter. Sweet. And it just so many more. I think this may be one of those races where we just gradually get more and more people wrecking as we're going through. Because yeah, it's not looking good for the rest of the racers. I can tell you that. Not even halfway done and almost half the field is gone completely. Okay, we are up against one of the Dukes. The Dukes is definitely a much more durable vehicle than us, very heavy. Let's give them another. Ooh, okay, easy there. All right, because we want to make sure we survive as well. Granted, at this rate, nobody is surviving. That's 2 laps in the lead. Ooh, almost got a rear end chopped off there. Oh, the entire field is just dropping like flies. Alright, I wanna see who else drops at the end of this lap. Can't be too much more. I mean, a lot of these drivers are completely, you know, very close. Like that one. That one is gone. We saw someone wreck themselves out just in front of us. Alright, we got 6 other opponents still here. Just maybe we might have a few people Downside is though is that the more you go through this though, the less cross traffic you have. So it's much more difficult for opponents to kind of run into each other and do damage to themselves. And then as more of the wrecked vehicles get kind of pushed off to the sides and off the racing line, it does make it less likely that other drivers are going to wreck themselves out. I say that, they still got a decent chunk of people that are very, very reckless right now. They might go to kind of flip the vehicle or, you know, crash into some of the other drivers. Right now though, the track is just being littered with car parts. Like, I'm surprised you haven't picked up like a puncture or anything like that. But, oh man. Alright, we got 3 other opponents and about as many laps. Let's see if we can't take some of them down. We might. I want to see if we can't wreck our rival. Head-on collision. Yes. We're out for blood right now. Oh, we can finish him off. Hi there. Yes. Our rival is now out of commission. Bye-bye. Oh gosh, the field is just littering the stadium. Oh my word. And the rest of the opponents are all just completely, yeah, you're gonna be almost wrecked. You're gonna have a higher chance of being wrecked. Both of them are like hanging on just by a thread. I gotta take them out. I gotta be the last man standing. There you are. Hey there. Oh gosh. Alright, we have kind of merged into his vehicle there for a little bit. Alright, where are you? Probably isn't too much left. Never mind. There is nothing left at all. They are completely gone. We are the last. We are the last driver standing. I actually changed my Discord profile picture to another server I mentioned. Oh, cool. Is the Rumble Racing? Does that have its own Discord server? That's really cool though. So I saw the change because with the bots and everything, I get notifications when people would like do things like change your username or profile picture or anything like that. No, oh, okay. And just like a general like race game server or something like that, maybe. Still really cool though. Maybe I could be entirely wrong. I might be very wrong. Ooh, level 40. Very nice. Getting pretty close to level 50, actually. Ooh, Big Valley Speedway. Yeah, we're still gonna use the road cutter for this one. The road cutter has that durability. So what is the Discord server that you're in? Like what is it what's it about? Rumble Racing still cancelled sauce. Just like Midnight Club. We need so many more racing games. Oh my gosh, so much so. We need so many more racing games. Have an NDA agreement with the owner. Ah, okay. That's fine. Oh, bye-bye, Kitsu. NDA agreements. Ow. Ow, we got absolutely brutalized there. Alright, we gotta try to get those places back. I can't imagine Bipolar Bear is gonna last too long, as he immediately gets wrecked. GG. Yeah, the figure 8 tracks. This is where some of the fun happens. It just completely. You don't get nearly as much, like, you know, full-on vehicles being wrecked as you do on, like, the Bonebreaker Valley or whatever that one's called. But you still get quite a bit of destruction. We can make it. Yes. There we go. No, we need so many more, like, racing games for, like, you know, more modern racing games. Like, back during the PS2 era, there was so many, like, more obscure, and it could just be due to the fact that games themselves were just cheaper to make back then, and were quicker to make. There was so many, like, decent AA racing games out there that just kind of fell off at the end of the decade. You know, you had the Tokyo Extreme Racer series, yeah, you had Midnight Club, you had Burnout, all of those were just super good. Granted, Burnout and Midnight Club aren't necessarily super obscure, but, like, you know, you had Juice. Juice was so good, oh my gosh. I should play Juice. Because that one, it would basically combine, like, the best aspects of Need for Speed, Underground, Carbon, and Pro Street. Like, it had, like, the no new humble games since 2001. Ouch. I wonder if there's ever been like a spiritual successor planned for that. If I was an indie game dev and it was an up demand, that'd be something really cool to kind of make like a spiritual successor for. Kind of like how both Wreckfest and Trail Out are like spiritual successors to the two Flat Out games. Wreckfest more so a more down to earth spiritual successor to Flat Out 1, and Trail Out being a, you know, basically a reimagining of Flat Out 2, but with most of the same, a lot of the same like mechanics and everything, but just like reimagined for like modern day racing. Ouch. No, we need more and newer racing games. That's why I'm super hyped for the test drive. The test drive game coming out as well. Like that's looking really decent. I'm hoping that one's really good. Get another entry into the open world racing genre. I think that would be really cool. Something to give Forza Horizon a run for its money. Something to kind of make them go, oh, we need to actually try now. I think that would be really cool. And I mean, in the indie racing scene, like there are a lot of really good like indie racers. So like the Art of Rally, I haven't played that on stream, but I played it a little bit off stream, and that is a lot of fun. It's made by the same people that did the Absolute Drift game. So it's very similar kind of handling model, similar kind of minimalist art style. But oh my gosh, they really knocked out of the park for that. Very cool arcade racer. Close to getting 100% in Midnight Club 3 again after my secret a little while ago. Oh, nice. You gotta do more of the tournaments and everything in Tokyo. I wish you the best of luck with that. Some of the later tournaments are very tricky, but still it is a lot of fun. I mean, to be fair though, like Midnight Club 3 is probably my favorite of the Midnight Club games. Definitely one of the most replayable. with the customization and the fact that the game isn't like obnoxiously difficult. It is still difficult, but it's not obnoxiously so compared to Minute Club 2. So I think that could be it'd be really fun playing through that. Where's the Road Slayer GT? There's the Road Slayer GT. Yes. 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 Have a more faded blue like that. There we go. Let's get some visual modifications as well. Let's see what we have here. Kind of like these rims, actually. Gotta be careful though. We ran out a lot of money. We go for the standard rear exhaust. We go for the crazy Shakutan exhausts. Doesn't look too bad though. I'm gonna keep these. Ooh. Ooh, my big nostrils. You can completely remove the rear spoiler as well. Get a roof spoiler. I like the smaller one actually. I wonder why E didn't do like a direct port of Underground 2 on PSP. If I was to do it with Minute 3, it could have done it with Underground 2. That is a good point. Maybe. I don't know. That is, maybe there may be something behind the scenes that prevented them from doing that. There could have Underground 2 maybe was a. I can't imagine how it could have been a bigger game, but there was a possibility of it maybe being a bigger game. I'm not sure actually. That's tough. That is very interesting. I'm not sure. I guess maybe EA just kind of wanted Black Box to maybe focus only on the console ports, and then have the developers for the handheld versions like work only on the handheld versions. I know Rockstar at the time was like, not Rockstar, Black Box at the time was being stretched like super thin. So maybe that could have been the issue. I'm not sure though. I'm spitballing. Regardless though, it definitely would have been really cool to kind of have like a direct port of like the regular Underground 2 to the PSP. I think that'd been a lot of fun. Oh, here we go. One driver's already been spun out. Go another. There we go. All the racers that we needed to spin out have been spun out. Whee! Jump over the opponents. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Come on. Get it going again. Saved it. 100% saved it. Nice. I gotta keep pushing. First and second are just up ahead. Alright, now just first is up ahead, so we can really push. Okay, just out of curiosity though, like if you were to design like your own racing game, like what would you make? You know, what would be the general concept of designing your own racing game? Like how far into the sim versus arcade territory would it go? What kind of vehicles would it feature? Obviously got to be kind of like fairly realistic. You can't have like, you know, every single vehicle ever created in every single track and all that stuff. But like, what would you, within limits, what would you create? What would be like the goal for your dream game created, like from yourself? Because for me, I would love to create a. One thing I would love to do is I would love to create like a Formula One game, where you start like at the very beginning of Formula One in like the old like 1950s Formula cars and everything, and basically you have to like you gotta use your knowledge of like Formula One history to like choose which teams you're gonna be signing for and everything, and you basically get to race like the vehicles throughout like the time periods as you go through like history. That'd be really cool as well. You get to see the vehicles and the drivers evolve as well. I would have closed tracks up for location variety. That could definitely be really cool as well. There isn't really too many closed course arcade racers, especially with the grid being a bit more on ice. Project Gotham Racing being shelved. Like, there isn't really too many closed course arcade racers. So it'd be cool to have another closed course arcade racer on the market. I know we have Wreckfest, and Wreckfest is absolutely great, but it would be great to have more. It'd be very nice to have more. Oh boy. Alright, we have a few opponents that we have been wrecked out. Right now, though, things are going decently enough. Oh, oop. Look at that guy's car! It's completely flattened. I don't think that's even drivable. Is the guy okay in it? He looks like he's been smushed. He's been smushed. Alright, we gotta make sure we don't smush him more, because well, that gets very unfortunate when you get smushed. Come on, full speed ahead. You don't really lose or gain too much time going through the loop versus the hairpin turn. But I like doing the loop. The loop is a lot of fun, because you have a lot of opportunity to kind of crash into other vehicles and everything. It's very fun. It's probably one of the more out there tracks. Just kind of breaking the suspension of disbelief just a little bit. But even then, it is so cool. Skull Crusher! Debating whether or not I like customization. Yeah, because with that as well, like it's much more difficult to get the licenses for vehicles if you're going to use licensed vehicles if it has customization. And then you got to do like a massive amount of like 3D modeling for all of like the different extra bumpers and spoilers and rims and all that stuff. So it definitely increases the scope quite a bit having customization in a game. But still. Oh, alright, well they fell through the loop. Big jump. Ooh, almost got T-bone there. One thing I would love to have for mine is to have the tracks itself license like the older versions of tracks as well. That way you can like I said, you get to race on, like, you get to see the tracks evolve along with the cars as well. For example, you look at old Hockenheim versus, like, the Hockenheim of, like, the 90s and early 2000s versus modern-day Hockenheim. Like, the tracks themselves, the track is very different. Or, for example, old Monza versus modern Monza. Old Monza used to even run on the oval section as well for Formula One. And it was, a big loop. The cars would reach some absolutely terrifying speeds when the bank turns. That was a lot. That was really cool. It'd be fun to have like a more simcade racer with that. But having more like supercars on like close like city street courses and everything. like a modern day reinterpretation, like, you know, Project Gotham Racing would be really cool as well. Like, there's so much stuff that you can do that just isn't being done nowadays. That'd be really, really fun. Everything's kind of the same, like open world kind of customization, kind of the same vehicles over and over again. Racer. And well, it's not bad per se. Like it's a working formula because obviously people keep copying it and people keep buying it. But sometimes it's cool to have like different stuff, you know. Like, that's why I'm enjoying playing Wreckfest so much. Is it's just very different from a lot of its other contemporaries, and so it's just different. That's why it's also the first game I'm going to be writing a review for as well. Woo! Come on, big slide for the turn. All right, about half of the opponents have been wrecked out. Probably get a little bit more. Can probably add one more to the pile with this one right here. Decoder Snake. Hi there. Oh, okay. They survived that. Not anymore. Someone else stole my kill. Okay then. That's fine. That's fine. That is perfectly. I'm not angry. No, not at all. Why would I be angry? Stole my kill. Oh gosh. There. That's what you get for stealing my kill. Whee! That was fun though. Ooh, that was close. We almost got the fastest. Not quite. Another person in the Speedbird. A little bit of a quicker lap. Ooh, we got a racing carburetor as well. Very good, very nice. All right, this one's Bone Breaker Valley. Okay, might be a good idea to pick a different vehicle. This one. We don't really have anything that's too durable. The trophy runner is about as close as we can get. Ooh, that actually looks really nice. I'm gonna save that. And of course, we're gonna go for the Outlaw rims because, I mean, let's be honest, that looks absolutely awesome. The full side exhaust. Where's this one come out? That just comes out there. That's kind of lame. That one looks better. The hood. You can put a. Look at the spoiler in this thing. That's, oh gosh. Okay, none of those look good. There's anything here? None of that looks good either. Oh boy. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad. We got a four-wheel drive truck. This should be able to get decent amount of durability, decent amount of driving going through this. We don't full lock differential because that's going to be a little bit annoying. Alright, come on. Gotta control ourselves through the twisties. Use the four-wheel drive to our advantage. The truck itself is a little bit sloppy in its steering. But otherwise, oh gosh, this thing rolls. This thing rolls. Oh boy. Oh, it does not want to turn. It wants to wiggle around. It handles the jumps really well though. And it can accelerate half decently, despite its weight, due to its power, as well as due to the forward drive system. It's able to get some really good traction off of the turns. Oh boy, easy there, easy does it. We're getting beaten and banged all over the place now. Our truck is so crooked. And already we're having suspension issues on a truck that is already very wibbly wobbly. Oh, things are dragging. You can hear things dragging on the ground. We're having brake issues and suspension issues. Yeah, even despite the fact that the truck itself is fairly durable, it does not have a whole lot of armor on it. So we do need to watch out just a little bit. Try to survive just a little bit longer. We are getting more and more drivers working out though, which is good. Try to minimize the time in the danger zone. There we go. Use you as a little bit of a... Okay, that didn't work too well. That did not work well at all. Oh gosh, the truck is just wibbling and wobbling around. If you're wondering about NASCAR Rumble, it's gonna have major flaws like top system and races being too long. So it's one of those. Does Rumble Racing, does that one have the power-up system as well? Or is that only the NASCAR Rumble game? So I was looking up more so the NASCAR Rumble one, and it has like some really silly stuff, like you send a tornado after people, and it's kind of it's a little bit ridiculous. But I mean, you know, it's an arcade game. You know, it's kind of not meant to be taken seriously and everything. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, so we'll have to, if we do play that, we'll have to kind of be careful around like the different power-ups. Ow. So we'll definitely have to be, don't get me started on that damn tornado power-up. Yeah, looking at like some of the gameplay, because I watched a little bit of gameplay from the first Rumble race, the NASCAR Rumble. And the tornado power-up looks very, very cheap. It's like a homing tornado. Like it's very sus. It's a bit of a sussy baka. So yeah, I can imagine just how frustrating that one is. It's like. It's like Lego Racers. That game, it's a kart racer, and it's fun enough on its own. Can you get off of me? You're just being dragged along there. But some of the upgrade, some of the power-ups for that is a little bit cheap. Especially like the yellow power-ups, especially those are very annoying. It slows the racing down massively. Remember, racing AI cars can't use it. Okay, that's good. Cause that one, basically you get stuck like at like 0 miles an hour for like the longest time. It just holds you in place. Like I've seen it a little bit in the gameplay, and I'm like, oh, that looks annoying. I'm glad I was accurate in that assessment. The same token, it's unfortunate that it has, you know, a couple unfortunate power-ups like that. It's one of those things with the power-ups. When you're creating power-ups for a racing game, you always have to kind of like go with the idea of the opponents can use these too. So how annoying would it be as a player to have the AI use them against you? And basically with that, then it becomes, you know, do you want to keep them in, or do you not want to keep them in because of that? Umbra Racing fixes basically every major problem with NASCAR. Nice. I definitely do want to play them both. That way I can kind of play them in order. So I probably will get the NASCAR Rumble first if I can find it, or I'll try to get the files to play it on the duck station. But that'd be a lot of fun. That'll be a lot of fun. There we go, across the line. This truck is seeing better days. Oh, it has definitely seen a lot of better days. Oh my gosh, we finished a lap ahead of most other people. Nice. That's the fun part about the shorter tracks, is you get so much chaos in such a short amount of time. Alright, now we're at Big Valley Speedway. Alright, let's switch out for a different vehicle. I haven't really used the Bandit Ripper yet. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Oh, wow, we got a lot of upgrades for this one already. Because we unlocked a lot of them from doing other races. Apparently we're only getting the upgrades for the Bandit Ripper and nothing else. Go figure. Go figure. That's fine. We get to see the performance of this vehicle. There we go. This thing is very much like a Dodge Challenger, classic Dodge Challenger. Very nice. Decent durability too. Get them spun around so they get stuck with all the other chaos. But outside of Rebel Racing, what are some other like underrated or more like obscure like PS1, PS2 era racing games that I should be on the lookout for? I know the one I will recommend outside of Enthusiast, which you used to me play that one a lot. But outside of Enthusiast, I highly recommend the Juice game as well. The first, not Hot Import Nights. Hot Import Nights is kind of not that great, but Juice 1 is really cool, very enjoyable. The soundtrack in that absolutely slaps, and the cars themselves handle really nicely as well. Although four-wheel drive vehicles, like in real life, are a little bit OP. Boop. Alright. Well, that was a little bit unfortunate there. Oh, sweet. This thing likes to slide. This thing is a slidey boy. Like you just barely get on the throttle, and it wants to go sideways all the way around. Very fun. Let's make sure we kind of avoid having too many head-on collisions this early on. We want to kind of wait for the other opponents to kind of smash themselves up a little bit, get rid of some of their armor. That way we can do more damage to them than they do to us. This is a lot of fun though. Just having the cars come straight at you. The speed. Oh, someone's having some issues. A lot of issues there. Alright, now things are gonna be getting interesting. There's gonna be plenty of vehicles littering the track as we go around. Hitting them will definitely cause some damage. So this will be very, very fun. Oh, you're getting pushed sideways. Yes! Big push now, big burnout. Jesus, the sheer amount of rubber we must slay on this track though. Like, granted, it's probably, you know, not necessarily the grippiest of rubber, probably a harder compound tire in order to deal with, you know, going over all of the debris and everything. But this track's gotta be like super seasoned with rubber, very, very grippy at spots, very, very nice. It's gotta be extra seasoned, gotta be extra spicy. Oh, by the way, also happy Mother's Day. Hope that went well. My family on Sunday we did like a cookout barbecue and everything. My dad cooked some steaks and some shrimp on the grill. And oh my gosh, the shrimp was really, really good. He had this like Old Bay brown sugar and like garlic and butter like marinade that he made. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was delicious. So that was really, really nice. Eating the shrimp, the steaks are pretty good too. My mom made some roast potatoes. And then we made some mac and cheese. So all very, very, very nice. Delicious. That's the thing though. I love food-based holidays. Like food, just kind of, you know, enjoying a nice meal with the people you care about and everything. It is so much. And there's, you know, the big. You're not making a big show of it. You're just, you know, just good food. Super chill. That's why Thanksgiving's actually one of my favorite holidays. Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. Just, you know, you get to cook and you get to eat food, and you get to, it's just nice. Oh, there's a couple of racers there that are at very low health. So that's gonna be very, very fun in the coming laps, watching them gradually get taken out of the contention. There's one of them. There, bye B-Ice. Oh, of course we hit the one that had a fairly high amount of health still. Those ones are all very, very low in health. So that's gonna be very, very interesting in the coming laps, getting them all taken down. Got a little bit of engine damage now. Our vehicle, a little bit wounded, but that's fine. Right, nice and easy. The career mode and NASCAR mode is also very repetitive. Yeah, that's the unfortunate nature of a lot of like the especially the PS1 games I've noticed, is they don't necessarily have the best like progression. And as well as with the less powerful, older, less powerful consoles, it's very much a you know, they didn't necessarily have a whole lot of data to make, you know, new modes and everything. So it kind of became a lot of like the same old, win this race on this track, now win this race on this track, now win this race on this track. Which, I mean, granted, it is difficult to kind of innovate for career modes. It is a little bit difficult doing, like, you know, it is a little bit difficult to innovate for career modes in the racing genre. You have to do most of the 6 times per month. 6? Okay, that's a little bit much. Like, I can understand padding a little bit for runtime. You know, to give players a little bit of extra oomph, let them enjoy driving the vehicles and everything like that. You won't necessarily have me complain too much when a racing game is too long. But having to do a cup 6 times is a little bit, that's a little bit much. Half of them come from the legend races. So what are the legend races? That's when you're up against like other like NASCAR people, right? If I'm remembering correctly. I could very much be remembering wrong. Yes. Smash him up. Our poor car right now though is completely wrecked. we got a little bit of extra, a little bit of health to spare, but not a lot. Okay, so yeah, that is what I saw for the gameplay thing. You go up against the famous older drivers like Mr. Petty, you know, Dale and her and all that stuff. Yeah. That's. I mean, that aspect is kind of cool though, because you go up against some of the legends and everything. But still, even that can get a little bit. It basically becomes sort of a one-on-one race against you know, AI. So it's, you know, a bit less. There isn't as much to it. Oh boy, here we go. Come on. Nice and easy through here. Okay, we need to be very careful now. We need to be super careful. Every other car type in the game, you unlock the upgraded versions at one time. Nice! So at least there's like some level of like progression and everything. You know, as you gradually go through the game and all that stuff, the cars do get a little bit faster. So hopefully the races become a little bit less long. Probably not. Oh gosh. Hopefully the race become a little bit less long, but even then it's a little bit tricky. We got one more lap left. If we wreck ourselves, that's gonna be very unfortunate. Come on. Yeah, our engine is flaming. We'll just have to unlock each individual car and each individual version of it. Okay, that sounds very tedious. That does sound a little bit tedious. Hopefully, I'm glad that they at least fixed all that stuff in the Rumble Racing, the sequel, question mark. At the very least, the spiritual successor to NASCAR Rumble. But still, that doesn't sound like too fun of an experience. I just still want to maybe give it a go in the near future. Just to kind of see, just to kind of judge it myself, but yeah. That doesn't necessarily seem too enjoyable. How is my audio, by the way? The game is a little bit too loud. The game is a little bit loud. So I'm gonna dial that back just a little bit. There we go, much better. Yes. Alright, where we're racing, that's Dirt Devil Stadium. Alright, we have plenty of vehicles to choose from for that one. We could probably race the Boomer RS, honestly, in that one. Because there isn't too many crossovers or anything like that. I think there's a cheat code. Ah, good old cheat codes. The big thing, the bane of game rental companies everywhere. We're allowing you to get to the end game content in, you know, seconds. Very, very, very fun. Very nice. I love cheat codes. Especially the cheat codes that like don't. They do like some of the other fun stuff. Like a lot of the Tony Hawk cheat codes. Like a lot of the Tony Hawk Pro Skater cheat codes. I was never really good at the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games, but I always like fooling around with like the sandbox and the cheat codes for the sandbox. Cause those ones were very, very, very fun. You unlock stuff like, you know, like big head mode, or like, you know, you unlock, like, you know, get max stats for like your custom character, where everyone at like max stats and everything, so you can do like the crazy, insane flips and get like massive amounts of combos and stuff. That was always very, very, very fun. Oh, someone just got completely pushed off the edge. Long live the king. Alright, we're already... Oh gosh. We fell off as well. That ain't good. Easy. That's one thing. A lot of games nowadays don't really have cheat codes. And I kind of, granted nowadays you have like mods and stuff like that for like the more fun cheat codes. But it was always really cool, kind of like having like the silly cheat codes that, like, you know, gave everyone like a pumpkin head, or like the silly stuff like that. You know, that didn't really affect gameplay, but like as a kid it was just super silly, super fun to do. Those were all very, very nice, very enjoyable to have. And I kind of want more of like some of the sillier cheat codes. Yeah, only like Lego games, and like GTA as well. Like the GTA games have cheat codes as well, where you can kind of spawn in or like do some of the other fun stuff. But again, like the mods for like the GTA games, especially the mods for like the GTA 4. Just completely like blow most of the cheat codes out of the water. There's like full on like Incredible Hulk and Iron Man mods, which is really, really, really awesome. Oh gosh, avoid the collisions. Okay, or avoid some of the collisions. All right, we have Sapek in front of us. We have to try to get in front of them, maybe. Oh, it's chaos. It's chaos. Ah! Oh my gosh. All right, come on, keep going, keep pushing. Oh boy. The vehicles. What's fun though is this the Ford Escort, the Mark I, was actually fairly successful in rally racing as well. And now we're kind of doing some off-road racing with it. Not necessarily rally racing, but still a lot of like off-road racing. It was renowned for its durability and its high power to weight ratio, which allowed it to really kind of dominate a lot of like the more longer rallies that really kind of twerk vehicles. Come on, gotta push through. And it's always fun kind of driving on like the off-road sections with the higher powered, kind of squirrely rear-wheel drive cars, because you need a lot of throttle control. Because otherwise the car is gonna want to kind of slide out on you and everything. But it is very, very, very fun. So that's why I like the sprint cars and like a lot of like dirt oval racing. They're in some fairly, like, they're making a lot of power and out of those V8 engines, even the lower the lower displacement dirt oval cars still make a massive amount of power, which is why you're just kind of sliding through all of the corners, because that's all you can really do is just hope for the best. And it's just enjoyable. It's so fun. Ouch. Alright, got a little bit of crunch there. We're kind of missing now. We are missing our rear window. Very unfortunate. Gotta make sure we. No. Oh gosh, we almost got squashed. We are almost at risk of getting squashed like a bug. I know Bipolar Bear and the little Mini Cooper is right behind us as well. Another historic rally car, famous for being really very successful in the 60s. Oh boy, nice and easy. I got a couple of laps left to survive for this one. I think we made a good choice in vehicle for this. Something with a high amount of acceleration, fairly good handling. Like this is very nice. There wasn't too many crossover sections, so we didn't have to worry about, you know, getting absolutely smashed. Alright, come on, get out of the way. Get out of the way, little Volvo. Oh boy. There we go. Nice. Okay, we're at least pulling the gap on Bipolar. I'm sorry, that is a great name. Bipolar. Whoever came up with that, I salute you. That is absolutely brilliant. But we're at least pulling away from them in the little mini, and we're in the boomer. Okie dokie boomer. E-O-O-M-E-R, please, you're justified and fight with me. You were old and so therefore I must say 10 foot dinosaur. Hey, okay, boom. That was a song. Gosh, that's like triggering the floodgates. There's one person I used to watch on YouTube. I do like a whole bunch of like the shit posts and everything, making like shit post music, and she was super funny. God, she kind of disappeared though. I wonder what happened to her. It's like a lot of like a lot of content creators. You get watching them and everything, and all of a sudden they just kind of like disappear, and you're like, where'd they go? But no, I intend to stay around for as long as I can. I'm enjoying this. All right, let's get a different vehicle here. Let's get the Super Venom. Yeah. That rear spoiler looks kind of dreadful though. We'll keep it. Alright, what other options do we have here? Got a couple of really good like racing liveries. Like that one. Honestly, that alone right there looks really cool. Don't even need to change anything. Perfect. Alright, we're gonna do some oval racing in the Corvette, the Super Venom. Very nice. Very awesome. Not necessarily need it that stiff, but you know. Now this thing is an absolute monster on the track. The only thing is it's very fragile and not the best off-road. But on tarmac, especially on some of the higher speed circuits. Oh boy, does this thing absolutely shred. So we're just gonna completely, like, we're just sliding around like the high banked oval. It's one of the longer oval tracks in the game. And we, as you can see, we're getting massive speed. We're steadily pulling away from the other opponents. Yes. Uh-oh, someone has already wrecked. Let's add some insult to injury. Let's add some injury to injury. Some insult to insult. Bump into the wall you go. Yeah, them and their Nissan GTR, the R33 looks like an R33. Oh, someone's demo there being a Nissan Skyline. Yeah, most of the vehicles in the game do fit the demo derby aesthetic. But you do have a few of them that are just a little bit outside the realm of possibility, like, you know, some Group B classics, or like Corvettes, or some of the older Skylines. But even then, like, they're able to kind of disguise them a little bit, so they still work. It's just not something you'd see as much in in a demolition derby, or folk race or anything like that. Still really cool though. Oh, big slide there. Yes. Alright, getting up with lap traffic. Let's weave our way through. Push. Oh no, we've lost downforce! No! Alright. Dark Angel, John Burning, none of them are anywhere close. Like I said, the Super Venom is very, very OP, very powerful, very rapid. Even the other opponents, they can't really get too close. Granted, right now they're mostly focused on wrecking each other. But anyway, we got them a little bit of a nudge. Whee! Oh, hi there. Hello, fire trucker. Big slides all the way through the oval, absolutely melting these rear tires. Thankfully, the game doesn't have tire wear. It's still on the arcade side of things, so you can like absolutely like abuse your tires without worrying about wear or anything like that. So you can kind of abuse your engine too without too much issue. You can have it bounce off the rev limiter quite a bit without taking damage. It's all just very, very, very nice. So you can definitely be a lot more aggressive with the vehicles. You can be really rough. Oh, Riri. Oh, we're not gonna be able to get to them. Still. Nice. Here we go, across the line. Fastest lap by a long shot as well. Next fastest lap was over half a second behind. Shows just how terrifyingly fast the Super Venom is. Very nice, very good. A decent amount on the bonus targets too, actually. Alright, let's see. Is it gonna take my controller? There we go. Now we are. Alright, we got two oval races, kind of. We have the Unlimited Bangers heat race and the Haunted Destruction heat race. Ooh, we can do a derby. Yes, we're gonna be doing a derby. Where is it? There it is, the Mud Digger with the dragon on the front. It looks absolutely atrocious. But that's the fun part of it, is you get to just completely brutalize these vehicles, make them look ugly as sin, and they will still look right at home on a derby track. Loose nut. I am indeed loose. I am a nut. Yes. Come on, wreck them all. Oh, I see a limo. Heavy hit on the side of the limo. Let's go. Oh, I need this catharsis. It's been a rough day for me, so I want to absolutely shred everything in my path right now. Oh, okay. Come on. I want to be the one to take down as many of these people as possible. It's one of like the different vehicles. This one isn't four-wheel drive. I was kind of hoping that this one would be four-wheel drive, with it being a much heavier, much larger SUV. There's only a select few vehicles in the game that do have four-wheel drive systems. In a lot of derby events, four-wheel drive is completely banned, because it does give you quite a bit of an advantage off-road. So that a lot of times they need to be disconnected at the front. Come on, give me more. Give me more. There we go. Yes. Okay, I want to wreck someone that isn't already a smoldering carcass. Like this one. Bonk. Oh, I see someone up on the banks. Up on the banks. Oh gosh, come on, go faster. They wreck themselves out. That's always perfect. Boom. There we go. That's another one down. Extra crunchy there. Smash the signs as well. Those don't cause damage to us. Oh, come on. I want to take you out. Or you can take yourself out. That's very, very annoying. There we go. Hi there. We still have a lot of health left as well. Like, our vehicle doesn't have too much damage compared to everyone else. We can just power through most of these other people. Crunch. Crunch. Chomp and munch, grill munch. There's a lot here to destroy, inch by inch. It's a cinch. Taking down these big old boys. This one is sports bike tournaments. If I remember correctly, the second to last tournament in Tokyo. Yeah, I believe so. I think there's like one, like there's a Class A tournament, like, which is the last one, if memory serves me correctly. It's that one you unlock the Pagani Zonda. So if the next tournament gets you the Class A tournament, then that's how you know that that's the final one. And you get to see the two shop owners get into a fight and get angry with each other and everything. What else can we do? Big Rigs Challenge. Big Rigs over the road racing. Yes. We can do ram you. Ooh, we have a couple of options here. I know what we're doing. Oh, but wait, no, it's okay, so it's close enough, right? Close enough. Oh, see you, Optimum Pride, babe. Optimum Pride. Oh, oh. Yes. Optimum Pride. There we go. Is it gonna let me save it? There we go. Now it is. Optimum Pride. There we go. Oh, big smush. Big smushy coming up. Yes. Oh, so much fun. Just keep smashing through them all. Oh gosh, okay, we're having Optimum Pride. Optimum Pride does not do well off-road. Optimum Pride is having issues. We're having lots of issues. This track is too narrow for this many trucks. Speaking of which, if you look at there's a racing series that is really cool. It's like they basically race like European trucks on a whole bunch of like racing circuits. And about like trucks, I mean like trucks, like semi trucks without the trailers. And like they go like full tilt and everything, and it is crazy watching them, you know, on tracks that are barely wide enough for like, you know, Formula 1 cars and everything. Like for example, Hungaroring. And you have these big trucks going like side by side through the turns. And it is genuinely, on one hand it's really cool to watch. On the other hand you're like, oh my gosh. They're gonna flip over. They're taking those corners like super fast. Optimum Pride. Come on, we need to win this. I think our gear ratio is set a little bit too. I gotta remember these are diesel trucks, so I gotta watch out. Gotta be a little bit higher gear ratio. I want someone to make a tier list for every Midnight Club song. That is gonna be a huge tier list. That's gonna be a huge tier list. Because I mean, Midnight Club 3 alone has what, 125 songs, not including things like the garage songs or the that type of stuff. So that's gonna be difficult. That's gonna be very tricky. Because then like all the pictures are gonna be like super tiny, where the tier list is gonna be absolutely huge. So I made a tier list for every Need for Speed song, like from the entire franchise, or just from like specific games. So for specific games, it's a bit more reasonable. But it's from the entire franchise, then GG on one hand, GG. But on the other hand, oh my word, that takes a lot of dedication. I mean, Need for Speed has, you know, so many. You know, it's been around for, you know, almost. Has it been 30 years now? Yeah, I think it's been over 30 years since Need for Speed's been around. So and they've had almost like yearly releases for the vast majority of that time as well. The entire franchise of Unbound. I mean, let's be honest. Most of Unbound's soundtrack would kind of isn't great. I mean, some of the songs are okay, but like overall, it's not the best. It'll be 30 years next year. Okay. Jeez. That is. I wonder if they're gonna do anything special for like the Need for Speed anniversary. Okay, this thing is driving like absolute dog water. It just doesn't want to slow down. It doesn't want to turn. Like, I know it's a truck. It's heavy, but still, like, it is very, very, very not, very much not happy. Gotta find a really good song. Never Got the God, that was not bad. Like I said, there are definitely some decent songs in Unbound. It's just there are some more that are very. They're not really good for a racing game. They're very slow tempo. They're very, you know, they don't really kind of match the theme as well. Like they'd be more so songs you could potentially hear in like a garage, maybe. But they're being used during like the races and everything. And like, yeah, but this doesn't make me feel like I want to push my car to the absolute limit. This is more so just kind of like cruising or what have you. So I don't know. It's of the soundtracks. Like Unbound definitely has a very weak soundtrack. Any type of song can fit in Midnight Club 3. For the most part, yeah. Though, a bit of a hot take, but I do think Midnight Club 3 definitely has a little bit too much, like electro. It doesn't really have too many good electro songs either. It's very, in that aspect, it's very mid, especially compared to like the techno and electro in Need for Speed. But the rap and rock in Midnight Club 3 is top tier, as well as the dance hall. Like Midnight Club 3 is one of the few games that has like a very solid dance hall soundtrack, and it is, granted, it's mostly Beanie Man and Damian Marley and that type of stuff, but what they do bring to the table is really nice. Yeah, the techno songs only really, yeah, they only kind of fit in like if you're kind of zoning out for like the rest of the race and you're just focusing entirely on the racing, then they're okay. But otherwise, the techno songs are definitely the weakest link in Midnight Club 3. Like everything else is like some top tier stuff. And then you get some really good rock, some good hip hop and rap and everything. And a good variety of hip hop and rap as well. Very nice. Just out of curiosity, what is some of your favorite songs from Midnight Club 3? For me, some of my has some good drum and bass. It had decent drum and bass. It had some decent drum and bass. Twister by the Dramatic Twins was a really good song. But like songs like The Zoo and that type of stuff, like I said, they kind of fit in the moment, but it's not something that I listen to as much on my own. And I like listening to a lot of like electro and trance music. But with regards to the electro music, I definitely think Midnight Club 2 had a much better vibe. There we go. We got custom paint for the big rig. Just out of curiosity, I want to go to garage. Is Optimum Pride? There we go. Nice. Alright, let's go to career mode. Back to the career mode. We're gradually making our way through the series. You Don't Know Me, Rock Is Dead, Real Big, Sit Sideways, Shine On, Are You Ready, and Pink Woman. Very good. Very good list. For me, it would definitely be Pain is definitely on there. You Don't Know Me is probably very close, if not on there. I definitely like Ghetto by Fabulous. That one's pretty good as well. Real Big is, I mean, that one is, there's a reason that one is one of the theme songs for Midnight Club 3. I really like the Jet Setter and Modern Way of Letting Go as well. Both of them are very, very, very nice. Like I said, the rock itself has some really, really good stuff. The rap is pretty good too. Oh, what's the one rap song that added in the remix version? I like My Style. That one is really good too. That one is nice. And of course, pretty much most of the Damian Marley and Beanie Man songs as well. Just they have a rhythm that's like it works with the game. Like you wouldn't expect like dancehall to work with like a really high intensity racing game, but it's just got that rhythm that makes you kind of just want to like continue to slide through like the city streets. And it is very, very, very nice. Alright, we need to wreck a couple opponents. It's gonna be a little bit tricky here. I say that as we completely shred through someone's health. You know, Jimmy Eat World had a lot of really good, really enjoyable songs in the early 2000s that just really kind of worked. It was kind of part of like the emo / like pop punk movement and everything. But it was nice. It was good. Come on, we need to wreck more people. That didn't count as a wreck. Are you kidding me? Like we keep getting wrecking assists. Come on, you. Someone let me wreck you. We haven't wrecked a single opponent yet. Like we keep getting everyone really close to 0 hit points. I really like Freaky League. Freaky League's not bad too. I like the fact they kind of started and ended almost like it's, you know, like you're listening to the radio station and everything. Like that's very, very, very fun. And they kind of did like a shout out to like some sort of like gin, because I drank it and they pay me for it, which is very, I always found very, very, you know, silly, very funny. W Boom Boom B. Bodyhead Anthem is really nice too. And the oh, there was one. Kill Death Kill, Murder Death Murder, I think. That one has some really good like instrumental to it. That's the one that kind of plays quite a bit in the loading menu of Remix. That one is nice. That one is really good too. It's got a really hard rhythm as far as dancing through music. Oh, you put the hydraulics on, like, you know, your classic, you know, muscle cars, your classic lowriders and everything. Get the high gloss metallic paint. Yeah. Just, you know, have it just to get a nice spot with a bunch of people. You just have it dance to the music. I used to do that all the time as well. That was a lot of fun. That's the thing as well. Like, it really allows you to make vehicles that like you were just happy to own, that you would want to own. That's one thing that Midnight Club 3 did really well. Is at the end of the game, like you look at the different vehicles and you're like, yeah, if I had the money, I would totally own this in real life. And it was really good. You're in the 412 and it's dancing by itself. Ah, cool. It's dancing by itself. It's stuck on the geometry. It's kind of wiggling a little bit. Oh, okay, there we go. We got wrecked. We got wrecked. There we go. Hit our rivals some more. Crunch into them. Get some big crunchies. Some extra crunchy collisions. Oh, I was hoping that maybe that one would allow us to wreck. We can get one more in. Post it on the Discord. Yeah, definitely. That'd be really cool. There we go. Add a few more wreck to our final score. Oh. Yes. Best wreck to B wreck ratio. And these help you level up a lot, so much. All right, let's do some banger racing. Let's do a little bit of banger racing. Boomer RS, get that on the oval. This would be fun. Some heat racing against some very, very, very fast opponents. Stiffen that up all the way. We're in pure tarmac. Yes, banger racing. Very, very cool. So we got to make sure we qualify for the later heats. Come on, big speed. Little bit squirrely there. Got a little bit tail happy. Bonk. Alright, thank you for posting on this, but I have to check that out and just after the stream. I have to see the wiggly ME412. That and the CN, both of them. I wish we had produced. I wish I had reached production. Having two high-end supercars in the early 2000s from America, I think would have been really, really cool. Kind of strange that the Lakers won both this series in exactly the same way. How do they end up winning it? Was it like similar scores all the way through? Average man. Alright, well, nothing's average about that. Nothing's average about how much we're going to spin you around. Into the wall. Go down the order. Same amount of games in the same order. Huh. Interesting. Wonder if that's maybe like a strategy that they're doing where it's kind of a alright, go hard, rest for a little bit. That way you don't risk, injuring players or anything like that. Then kind of, then go hard again. Or something along that lines. But still. Bonk. I wonder if maybe there's like some strategy involved to do that. And again, I don't know nearly enough about basketball to make good strategies. We're starting on the front row. Very nice. It's a little fishy. I mean, it's only 2 games. It's not quite large enough to be a sample size. But I mean, yeah, it is a very strange coincidence. If they keep doing that though, then that is a little bit sus. Then it can be a little bit sus, a little bit interesting. I like the oval racing because you can get the steady stay at some really high speeds with some of the later more nimble vehicles as well. always very fun doing the oval traps. Because as well with the quick laps, you get to get up with the other opponents. You get to put them into the walls very quickly. And if they win against the Nuggets in the same way, it'd be very difficult. Yeah, at that point, it's either, you know, an actual dedicated strategy that the coaches are trying in order to kind of, you know, conserve the team and everything. Make sure, you know, you avoid injury and everything and all that stuff. Or it's you know, just a little bit sus. That being said, though, truth sometimes is much stranger than fiction. I mean, look at the sheer number of like Formula 1 championships that have come down to the final race and have like ended under like really kind of sus, not necessarily sus circumstances, but very almost movie-like circumstances. You had the 1976 season, you had the 2008 season, the 2010 season, the 2012 season, the 2021 season. Like all of them came down to like the very last race, and it was, you know, right down to the wire. So I mean, it's so I mean, it's sometimes you just get some very interesting scenarios. Or for example, you have the hometown curse with Charles Leclerc. He's from Monaco, and that man just does not have any luck at the Monaco Grand Prix at all. I mean, it's just, it could be it could be magic, could be mundane, could be very sus stuff. There's a lot of potential reasons for it. That's why a lot of racing drivers are very superstitious as well, because it's human nature to find patterns wherever possible. So I mean, yeah, it could just be something standard, or it could be, you know, big conspiracy to get the Lakers another victory. Regardless, it makes for some very interesting statistics. That's one put into the wall. Let's see if we can put a couple more into the wall as well. Corny people. Corny people. Bonk. Push you just a little bit wider. Bonk. Yes. Oh, hi there. Yes. Anchor by Block Party. Yes. Oh, I forgot about that one. That one is really good. A lot of Block Party songs in general are really enjoyable. For example, in Need for Speed Pro Street, the remix of Prayer, the Oh Yeah Yeah remix of Prayer was really good. I liked that one a lot. Tonight make me unstoppable, and I will fly, I will try, I will dazzle them with my wings. I like there's a lot of artists that were featured in a lot of racing games in the early 2000s that, like, if they were in one, there's a high chance they'd be in another one as well. For example, Avenged Sevenfold and quite a few EA titles being in Need for Speed Most Wanted and Burnout Revenge, both released at the same year. Or Bullet for My Valentine's Hand of Blood literally being in both games as well. They were like, hey, we want it in both games. So maybe I guess maybe EA wanted to get the best out of the money. I mean, to be fair, it fits. That song does fit both titles very well. It fits the heavy industrial grunginess of Most Wanted. It fits the super aggressive racing of Burnout Revenge. So I mean, may as well use it in both. It's just always cool when you play both soundtracks back to back. And you're like, oh, here comes Hand of Blood again. Into the wall. causing lots of chaos. Only 2 people have wrecked out so far. Not too many just yet. We have a few. Avenged 4 songs in Most Wanted Revenge. Yeah. They used some, and they were different songs in that one. It was Blinded and Changed from Most Wanted, and The Beast and the Harlot in Revenge. But even still, like, you know, having Avenged Sevenfold be featured in 2 EA-based racing games in 2005, still really cool. Like, it was basically like during different times, like when bands were at like higher popularity, they get featured in a lot of like different racing games and everything. And some you'd see, you know, featured in multiple race games back to back. Like a different song, but like the same band. For example, Ladytron was featured in both Need for Speed Carbon, her song Fighting in Built Up Areas, as well as her song Ghost was featured in Need for Speed Undercover, which is, you know, very cool. So it was kind of cool back then. Like, you had like almost like the artist loyalty with different like game companies as well. Like, they sometimes use reuse, not necessarily the same songs from the same artist, but like they invite the artist back to have their songs in the game as well. Be really cool. Ooh. I think we have time for one more series race, and I think we should do the Sandpit Showdown. Yeah, we should do the Sandpit Showdown. Get these absolutely filthy. What would be a good car to start with? We can do the Sandstorm first. For the first event. Doesn't necessarily handle all that well, but I mean it does go with the vibe. It does go with the aesthetic of racing on the dunes. Stiffen up suspension just a little bit. This thing sounds absolutely mean. It's almost like it's got like a motorcycle engine with something. Like, it's got a very smooth, high revving something in the back. And I don't know what, but it just sounds good. Like, especially when you let off the throttle and you hear the exhaust overrun. Like, it sounds very nice. Oh boy, easy. Downside is this thing doesn't necessarily handle the best. I keep forgetting just how sketchy the handling is on this one. It's not the most enjoyable to drive, but it's a short track, very quick laps. We should be fine. Alright, someone already had some issues. We're about to lap someone now. Put them a couple more than a couple minutes down. One time. Oh gosh, they're having an absolutely dreadful race. Put them out of the misery. There we go. They should be pretty much ready to be wrecked now. Shouldn't take them too much longer. We took out a good like quarter of the health. Someone else took out a good quarter of the health. Someone else literally wrecked within like the second lap. Alrighty then. I'm on big speed now. Through the twisties. Oh, this thing sounds so good though. Like, the handling itself is jank, but it more than makes up for it with the amazing sound of the vehicle. It is a larger vehicle though. Like it is surprisingly big. When you look at it in the garage and everything, it doesn't look too big. When you have it on track, like it's a big boy. I thought the Mini Club games allowed you to race the police cars. Dude, that was always really cool. I wish they did more with that though. Like I wish they kind of like turned the like the Kenichi's like mini game almost in Mini Club 2. I wish they turned that into like an actual game mode where like you gotta like damage out like the other racers, and they kind of did that a little bit in LA. But you're working for Carol, and you're driving a big heavy Buick GNX in order to get them to kind of pay back the bills and everything. It would have been really cool to kind of like do like police missions almost in the Mini Club games. Since they put the effort to make like allow you to drive the police cars and everything, that would have been something really cool. Like stop the street racers or whatever. You have to like damage out their cars and everything. I think that would have been a really fun, really enjoyable mode. Or like in the multiplayer, do like a cops and robbers type of thing, where cops have to defend a stash, and the criminals have to like take the stash and like go back to like their base and everything. I think that would have been really cool. I think that would have been a really fun game mode to have, because they did kind of something similar with Capture the Flag, but like having cops and robbers with like the actual police cars in the game as well. Like that would have been a very fun mode. Alright, let's switch out our vehicle. Let's get something a little bit different. Let's get the little speedy. The speedy. Speed Tokyo. Heck yeah! 100% complete. I imagine. Usually for me, I go. I focus on going to do the main career mode and then doing Tokyo. But I like probably be different for you. It's still very cool. 100%. Heck yeah! Enjoy the Pagani Zonda. Very beautiful car. Most unfortunate though, the vehicles you get when you beat the game are probably the least used vehicles in the game. Sorry about that. I had a tickle in my throat. Because when you beat the game, you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna move on to the next game. So oftentimes, those vehicles, you probably don't get to drive them too much. Obviously, it was before being able to get the stats on the games and everything with the online connectivity and everything. But I kind of wonder, like, which vehicles people pick the most for, like, the starter car. Which vehicles, had the most, people drove the most in career mode, both in terms of miles and, like, drive time. So that would have been a really cool thing to kind of look at for, like, the classic games with, like, with them doing, like, the market research and everything. I already had a normal save game from Dub Edition. Right, I remember that now. From when it actually broke and everything. Yeah. Okay, so you just had Tokyo left. Nice. So of Midnight Club 3. Who's the most difficult racer to go up against? Like, which one do you remember having the most difficulty with going all the way through? Because to me, I always have the issues with, like, the bike racers. Especially the Atlanta bike racers, like Vito, for, like, where you are in the career mode, you would get so much grief from Vito that honestly I would try to save him for a bit later in the career mode, as late as possible, because the roar doesn't work on the bikes as much, and the little sports bikes are very nimble, and they don't make nearly as much mistakes as like the human opponents. I don't think many of the races give me too much trouble. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, most of the car racers I can beat, you know, first or second try. But it's like I said, it's definitely the bike riders that make it just a little bit more tricky, I think. All right, we have a few vehicles in front of us. We still have plenty of time, though. Our poor Mini is not doing too well. Our Speedy is very squished, and it is not handling some of these higher speed corners. Come on, gotta be smooth through here. Gotta gradually try to get up with the opponents. FSBZ still up ahead. I gotta catch them. I'm gradually gaining on them. I have 3 laps left, so we should be able to do this. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, big jump. Oh, come on. I see them right there. They're in a fairly heavy vehicle as well, so they should be able to handle the trickier sections. They're able to handle the bumps more. We can push them wide. There we go. That's what we needed. So much better. Now we're in the lead. Just gotta stay that way. Oh gosh. Come on, get it straight. Yes. Thank you, front wheel drive, for being able to pull out of some crazy slides. And curse you, front wheel drive, for having 0 grip in the turns. Oh, the Speedy is a very interesting vehicle to drive. Not the best on dirt, not the best on bumps. Probably should have used a much heavier front engine rear wheel drive vehicle. But I mean, this isn't too bad. We're hanging in there. We're definitely hanging in there. Come on. Big nudge, get you round and around. Now time to make a back for this one in case something goes wrong again. Yeah, exactly. That way you have like a full 100% completion. Something that you can just kind of mess around with and have fun. Try out some new vehicles that you haven't really tried before. That's always very fun. Oh gosh, come on, get around the turns. Get around the turns. This thing is very sus. Very sus on the high speed corners. Must go faster. Must go faster. Oh gosh. Come on, gotta pull out of this slide. Jolly Frogs is right behind us, looming over us like the Grim Reaper. I plan on playing the PS2 version of Midnight Club 2. And I believe that one doesn't have 16:9 aspect ratio compatibility, so I'm going to need to update some assets for that one so that I can stream it with, you know, in proper aspect ratio. So that's what I'm gonna be doing after this stream. Is I'll be, you know, creating, you know, basic borders and everything like that. Oh my gosh. Okay, the Speedy was not a fun vehicle to drive. We could do the road fair again. I want to drive the Raiden actually. The Raiden might do fairly well on the off-road, very rough off-road sections. PC version actually has some soundtrack out. Yeah, unfortunately though, with that, you know, I can't really use too much of like licensed songs and everything. So I'm just gonna be turning the music off, unfortunately, because I don't want to get copyright strike. But you know, we're still gonna be able to enjoy the fun, the high speed racing. I'm gonna try to beat it without any cheat codes or anything like that. So that's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very, very, very tough. But we got it. We got this. Cause I've never been able to beat the full game. I've gotten pretty close. I've gotten midway through Tokyo before needing to turn it down like a notch or two on the difficulty. But I want to try to beat it. I want to try to beat it like as it was intended to be beaten. So that may be more of a rage game stream. Do I plan on doing the circuit race stuff in the career? Probably, maybe a little bit. We'll have to see just how frustrated Sabo makes us. But if we beat Sabo fairly quickly, or we have, you know, some extra time left and everything like that, maybe. Or if I want to continue kind of playing, doing a little bit more of like the Minute Club too. But yeah, I think that'd be kind of fun actually. So we'll have to see. We would definitely have to see. I guess whatever it takes to get the 100% completion as well. I'll have to look up exactly what the requirements are to get all the 100% completion and everything. But yeah, especially if those are required for 100% completion, then we're doing them 100% all the way. So if I remember correctly, there was like a rocket car. That's a rocket car that you can unlock when getting 100% completion. Maybe that was a cheat code only car. I don't remember. But I remember that being like insanely fast. And a very, very cool car as well. There we go. You're going way off course. Yes. Alright, big speed now. We're in the lead, you gotta make sure we don't lose it. We got the little Toyota MR2 rally car with us. Handles decent. Okay, maybe it doesn't quite handle as well as I wanted it to. But it handles okay enough. Alright, we gotta get back in front of MJ Kelly. That's Much Jam Kelly. Not Machine Jun Kelly. Machine Jun. Machine Jun Kelly. Alright, nice and easy through the twisties. Alright, back onto... Gotta watch the rocks on the inside. Onto the dirt again. Major off-road driving. Wonder how many opponents have wrecked themselves out yet. Ah! Nice! 5 of them. 6 of them. Granted, we've kind of just damaged our vehicle just a little bit as well. But that's fine, we can handle it. Just a little bit of brake scraping. We still got a brake leg that works. Our vehicle's road legal officer. Oh, easy. Turn in, please. It's one of the downsides of mid-engine vehicles is they get a little bit sus on bumpier tracks. And off-road racing is very bumpy. Nice, we led for a length of a lap. Very cool. Thank you, Kanye. Very cool. Gotta avoid getting... Oh, roadblock. Bye-bye, roadblock. The opponents are gonna absolutely love going through that. I can imagine, I can see a couple of them already absolutely wrecking themselves going through there. Brother Tyrone. Big man, Brother Tyrone. No filla. I wonder how Big Man Tyrone is doing. I haven't seen too much from him recently. He used to be like really influential in like the meme community and everything. I wonder what he's doing now. Turn. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Yeah, keep rolling. Alright, nice and easy through the twisty bits. Got 2 more laps to go. Let's not wreck our vehicle, he says as he wrecks into another opponent. There isn't too much left of them. They're dropping like flies. And as I go through the loop, that loop causes quite a bit of damage. So I imagine, I don't think there'll be full 100% us being the last one left. But I can imagine quite a few more of them would drop off here very shortly. The brakes and suspension on this car are heavily damaged, so the car itself is probably not the best handling. Oh, alright. Brother Tyrone is out of commission. Got Wild Style, Haggis Smasher. The understeer in this corner is absurd. Absolutely ridiculous. We'll have to see if anyone else starts their vehicle. Oh gosh, Albie's actually really close behind us. All right, we gotta be a little bit careful. Gotta be just a little bit careful. But last thing we need to do is lose it on the last lap. Our poor car is all mushed and mushed. It's all crunched and munched. It's all munchy crunchy. Alright, gonna be focusing just a little bit, so I apologize if I go just a little bit quiet. Nice and easy through here. It just does not want to turn on that one corner. Like, you get used to it in every other corner, but that one corner it just slides out. The suspension damage definitely does not help. We're still surviving. We're still doing well. I've got a couple of corners left. Let's finish strong. Past all of those who completely wrecked themselves. Whee! And across the line. Very nice. Lots of money there. Lots of muns. Oh, we have plenty of races left still for the Sand Pit race. This is a lot. Okay, I think it might be a good idea. Might be a good idea to end the stream here. Come back a little bit later. We're gonna be ending the stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, do be sure to leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what went well in the comments below. If you didn't like the stream, please let me know what went wrong poorly, so I can fix that in the future. That being said, thank you all so much for watching. I've been Isaac Umbras, wherever you are in the world, whatever time of day it is for you. I do hope it is a great time. And I'll see you on the next stream. Until then, take care everybody. Bye bye!